I really appreciate you taking the moment to seize the moment and checking this video out. I'm Eric Lamar. I'm the host and founder of a wonderful company called A Whole New Me Lifestyle Transformation. The reason why you're watching this video, perhaps is interested in taking your credit to the next level, meaning you may have some challenges, you may be dealing with some collections, maybe you filed bankruptcy, perhaps you even have dealt with evictions. Whatever the case may be, let me let you know you're watching the right video, because I'm just going to share with you real briefly just my personal story. And I can say I understand. When it comes to your credit, let me let you know, I was a person that was dealing with credit issues for 19 years. And I worked in the credit and financial industry. And it wasn't until I learned some secrets about the entire credit reporting industry that it flipped everything around for me. So just because you're dealing with the situation right now, I'm going to ask that you choose not to stay in that situation. Seriously, because it's just a choice away. I was dealing with 2 bankruptcies because I had a foreclosure. So I used Chapter 13 bankruptcies to fight off foreclosure. I had tax liens, I had judgments, I had investors that sued me and filed judgments against me in my business and so forth. I've had all those challenges. I even had an eviction from an apartment. But in 5 months, based on some things that I was able to learn about the credit reporting agency, I was able to take my personal credit from a 454 TransUnion to a 723 in 5 months. Now, when I say that, I'm not saying that's going to happen to you, but what I am saying is that it can happen to you. It took diligent, hard work. The first thing I want you to write down, if you're paying attention, because I'm doing this broadcast live, it is 10:06 on a Sunday evening, Eastern time. You need to understand there are more than 3 credit bureaus. And when you understand this fundamental point, and that the rest of these bureaus are supporting agencies to the 3 that you really want cleaned up. You want TransUnion clean, Experian clean, Equifax clean, because they provide you a score. You may be trying to buy a car. You may want to buy a home. If you don't have the other bureaus cleaned up that supply information to them, then it is going to be difficult to get the results that you want. You may be paying a credit restoration company, and if they have not had this conversation with you, they are not giving you complete service. And that's why things come back onto your report. So that was the first thing that I learned, is that there were more than 3 bureaus. I was blown away. When I started pulling these other reports, I just couldn't believe it. Now, I want to throw something out here. If you are a person that may be looking to get into an apartment, maybe you've been getting turned down, applying for apartments, there are bureaus out there that strictly report or receive information where creditors report your rental history. Yeah. And it may not show up on Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. So what do we do for our clients so that we can get the complete picture overall of what your credit may look like? We start with a 10 report order process. People ask me all the time, Eric, how much does it cost to get my credit cleaned up? Well, I don't know, because it's all customized for you. But the question I always want people to start thinking about is, if you want the bank to give you a yes, maybe you're wanting to buy a home and you want to purchase a $200,000, a $300,000, maybe $500,000 home. You've got good cash flow, but you just need the loan to get the mortgage. If you want them to say yes and grant you that loan, then I'm going to ask you to start thinking in your mind, how much are you willing to invest to correct your entire credit picture so that you can get a yes? Are you willing to invest 0.5%, 1%, 2%? I'm not telling you how much that should be, but I want you to start thinking in those terms as to the value, because if someone is not having this type of conversation with you, if you've had public records issues such as judgments or bankruptcies, they are out there on other bureaus that Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian gather information from. I promise you, and I can show you. This is why we start with a 10 report order process. Now, for my clients, the base charge for the 10 reports is just a simple investment of $109. If we have to order other bureaus, it can be a little bit more, especially if you've had a situation with evictions. You want to have these other bureaus pulled so that you can get those cleaned up as well. I promise you, you want to be strategic, knowing exactly what you're going after, and then we will pull the bureaus accordingly, because there's a bureau, for example, that if you've ever had utility issues, phone issues, they report specifically to that bureau, not just Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. I'm telling you, when I learned this stuff and then I pulled all this stuff for myself and started seeing it, I could not believe it. And that's why I set up my company to help people based on the experience that I had gone through. I have a personal philosophy. I don't do something unless I've personally walked through it, witnessed it, seen it, touched it, tasted it, feel it, because I don't do theory. I don't do practice. I practice on me, and then I help you. So I just wanted to make this video tonight because in sharing my personal story, I want you to know that if you choose to contact me, my phone number is in the description. Our company website, our company email is in the description for where you send certain documents and so forth. That's set up just for that. If you want to have a conversation, please feel free to reach out to me. My number is in the description. And if you want to order your 10 reports, there's a link for you to order. You can pay through PayPal, or we can take a payment over the phone. We can have a conversation. I would love to help you. No matter where you are in this country, we can help. Take charge of getting your credit strong now. Make the holiday season the best one ever. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to get a great rewards credit card to shop with so that you're getting paid for your Christmas shopping? Yeah. Think about it from that point of view. When you have good credit, you have options and choices. You can either choose to use cash. I don't recommend it, because when you have good credit and you understand how to leverage your credit properly, you then get great credit cards. You get credit cards. I don't know if this one shows it on here, if it's a rewards. Yeah. But like, here's my Navy Federal. I'm not going to show you my number and so forth, but rewards. I have so many points for hotels, flights, because I use my credit card. And then I have other credit cards with 0% introductory rates. So when you start living in the world with good credit, you get rewarded. So now I use my credit cards for all my purchases, gas, even food, everything. Because I'm going to give you one little tip. It doesn't matter what the balances you run up on that card, as long as you make sure the balance is paid down under 30% by the date that the creditor reports to the credit bureau. Your credit score is going to be great. It's going to be fine. It's not going to be jeopardized. And I maximize all those points throughout the month. So I could keep going on and on, but I'm going to shut this down. I just wanted to give you some encouragement to get started. Don't wait. Reach out if I can be of a resource and a support to you. My number's in the description. Please subscribe to our channel. Share this video with others because living with bad credit is just a bad decision. You don't have to. Make it a choice. Get your credit fixed today.